There's no place to escape to.
This is the last street. On the left.
That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Hello. I am Marcus Parks.
And my name's not Ben.
Joining me today is Holden McNeely.
Holdenators, ho! You're welcome. I am so happy to be here. I've been just kind of rubbing myself, getting ready for this moment. Nothing makes me more exhilarated than being on the stream right now, Marcus.
The boys, Ben and Henry, are still in Italy.
Oh, fun for them. Oh, we're so happy that they could be there for our friends to get married, okay? Well, I'm slaving away here, doing research and streaming for you people.
As are we both.
We're not jealous or angry or resentful at all for the fact that they're spending in Italia Adventure Wonderland.
No, their Instagram feeds have been a joy this week.
Food is boring. Oh, sorry, hot take. Food is boring, okay? Ruins are boring. You know what ruins my good time? Ruins, boring, and stupid and dumb. Italy's a magical place where love is real and love exists. But I say, you know what's better than Italy? Greece. I can name. I think you could have a cooler time in Africa. I think you could have a cooler time in China. I mean, there's just a million other places. You know where I'm gonna get married? North Carolina, where the real working man lives, okay? On a sturdy Sunday, okay? And everybody's gonna love it. Everybody's gonna get out there and sit in a chair, and I'll say my words, and we will end it, all right? We'll drink at a normal bar, and everyone will fly home, a 2-hour flight, baby, to Oras. Anyways, I'm done talking about how annoyed I am that everybody's in Italy and I should be here.
Well, since Holden's joining us today, it is Holden's mandate.
Yes, it is my mandate. I've selected several videos. I got really obsessed for a while, and still am from time to time, with public freakouts, videos of people losing their shit in public. It's my favorite thing ever. I think I mostly got it when I was stuck in my horrible insurance job, and all I ever wanted to do was stand up from my desk and scream, "Enough! This is madness!" You know what I mean? Just like scream, just yell the worst nonsense I could possibly yell, take my shirt off. Ooh! So I just watch people do it in convenience stores and stuff like that. My favorite's probably like the short-haired mom, like freaking out at a Best Buy or whatever. But I have many here for. Do we just jump in?
We just jump right in.
Dude, I can't wait for this. All right. Can we, let's just do a little warm-up here with the claw machine. Let's just do a quick little claw machine warm-up here. This is a child stuck in a claw machine right here. Just very fun. You can't get enough of that. It's very short, but it's just...
We gotta calm down, honey.
How did he get in there? How do you get in there?
We gotta calm down, honey.
How did he get in there so easily, and yet they cannot get him out that easily?
I don't know. How about, let's do some road rage. Maybe the lady road rage tantrum, and then the other road rage video right after that. These are some high quality pieces right here.
Take my fire! You're the one that pulled down! You cannibal! You caused an accident! Take to play your game!
She said to complete your game, and I'm just pulling her phone out to take a picture of him staring at her in shock. You gotta love it. I get rage here in the subway in New York City all the time. I see when people staring at their phones, walking down the steps when you need to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I say things, but it's also interesting to me when people don't know how to scream correctly. There's no oxygen behind that scream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no force to it. It's just speaking from the back of their mouth.
What is that? You can play your guy. you can play your game. You know, when you watch public freakouts a lot, you notice some patterns. And one pattern I've noticed is the person freaking out about 50% of the time will inevitably pull out their phone and be like, all right, fine, I'll film you, I'll film you. And then they start filming, you're like, you're filming the person who's silently filming you. And I mean, also, by the way, the filmer is, I want to say 70% of the time also an asshole.
Yeah.
So you do have to remember, like, I'm not unaware of that.
Always, because they always turn the camera back to themselves with the reaction shot, and they always
that
look
kid
like
did.
a dickhead.
All right, but this is a situation where the asshole pays off. This is, I'm so happy this guy is an asshole. This is, watch this one.
Long Beach Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by LifeLock. Do you bank online? Why did Marco Rubio decide to run as a robot? Echoing critics who say that he repeated the same 25-second response over and over again in last night's debate he does it frequently on the campaign trail. But a reporter from Vox has a completely different take, writing, quote, and this is the title for the article, I saw a Marco Rubio town hall in New Hampshire.
Can we just go back to just like right when it happens? It's so good. It's so good. It's so rewarding.
There's a completely different take, writing, quote, and this is the title for the article, I saw a Marco Rubio town hall in New Hampshire.
Just phenomenal. And his laugh is infectious. And that guy is 100% a complete dickhead.
He's a horrible person,
Terrible,
obviously.
horrible person, but you can't get enough of that. So we do sometimes thank the assholes of the world. If you're sitting at home and you know you're a complete asshole, you know, I mean, whatever. I probably don't agree with your politics or anything about you, but like sometimes I appreciate you out there. So I'm just gonna say that right now.
So people are wondering what the third empty seat is on the screen. So maybe you guys should address that.
Yes,
That's not Henry.
The third empty seat on the screen is that we were supposed to have Jackie Zabrowski join us today, but she is unfortunately stuck in Los Angeles traffic. Traffic.
Yes.
Stuck in Los Angeles traffic. Unfortunately, she's bumper to bumper on the 405 on the way from Santa Monica. So she will be joining us later, but until then.
It's me. It's this situation. All right. Okay. That's all you get. And mostly me, because I've talked too much doing any of these things, right? And just screaming over what Marcus says.
You told me right before that we came on that Jamie Foxx is going to be playing Spawn.
Yes.
I can't wait for
So
this.
fucking excited for this dude. And there was a picture of Todd McFarlane, the guy who made Spawn, who was like the ultimate like 90s just comic book cool dude. And he's him and Jamie Foxx are like, yeah, there's the picture right there. It's so rules and it's so rad. I'm so excited about it. I hope it's horrible. Okay, how about this? Let's open this up. Who would you think should play the Violator besides obviously John Leguizamo? Besides clearly John Leguizamo.
Because obviously no one is going to ever top John Leguizamo
No way.
as the Violator.
100% no way.
In fact, maybe we could find some footage of John Leguizamo as the Violator and then, you know, possibly something from The Pest later.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe,
If you're
maybe.
lucky, we might see the thing. Have y'all played it on the stream yet before?
You know what? I don't think we ever
What
did.
the
But I
fuck are you
don't think
talking
we ever
about?
played it. We might have once. Travis, have we ever had a visit from Stinky Dinky?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys played the Pest, right?
We
I knew
played it
that.
for like 5 minutes.
Well, let's get it again. Let's bring it back in. We'll play it. We should play it maybe later. Maybe close things out.
Later on, we could maybe have a visit from Count Stinky Dinky.
And then I would say John Leguizamo's Spawn birthday party probably is another good one to pull up.
Yeah.
Fantastic performance in both of those films. I would say, you know what the sad fucking tragedy of it all? I've never seen the full Pest. Which is insanity.
I never have either.
Because I've been obsessed with this rap for like a year now. As like, what's weird too is, by the way, like for some reason, like other comedy podcasts have also brought up the Pest rap recently. It's in the ether. Like everyone's just kind of finding it again.
Well, you texted me about it at 3 in the morning. And then
I did.
you texted me about it at 3 in the morning, and then I brought it up on page 7, and then we brought it up on Roundtable, and then it kind of went from there.
Yes.
And I still, to this day, when I'm feeling sad, we'll think one Stinky Dinky. Maybe we should, for people who
we should
haven't,
just play it. If we're gonna talk
about it,
everyone's seen it, but let's definitely play it. And that's just one portion of
That's
it.
just one portion of it. I mean, that's really all we really
That is
need
the
to-
phenomenal. I mean, dude, you know what? Actually, I always think about that part when he goes like, see, I want a sayonara. I don't know why. I think it's because he's saying sayonara, right? Like sayonara, but he doesn't finish it. So in my head for like hours, I'll just in my head over and over again, see, I say a sayonara. Because it just drives me crazy. He doesn't finish the ra, sayonara.
No, I just think I'm stinky dinky, too stinky dinky,
Man, and he is still he's like on Broadway crushing it.
Always.
I would love for them to give the Violator back to him, but if you don't know at home, Spawn is a comic book about a guy who goes to hell. He comes back. He's like a servant of Satan, but he's like fighting back against Satan. He's trying to like.
But before he died and went to hell, he was a secret forces
Yes.
agent named Al
Mercenary.
Simmons.
Yes.
Who was betrayed by his best friend Chapel, and he went to hell, and then the devil. Malbolgia. Yes.
And so the Violator is like a demon who by day is like a big fat clown and by night turns into this horrible monster. So this is John Leguizamo crushing it as the Violator in the original Spawn film, which rules, by the way. I high-fived my buddy like a bunch after we saw it in the theater when we were younger. We loved it.
I went and saw it alone in the theater and left slightly embarrassed.
Now, not like. Sorry for the turbulence, folks. He's harmless. He's safe as milk. Just a freak accident with some jiffy pop.
All right, that's it. Just get your stuff. Get out of here. Take him with you.
Oh, what an adorable little guy. Can I keep her?
Hey.
Oh, of course not. No pets allowed. Dumb noses in this lousy party hat. I might be short, fat, and ugly, but the pay sucks.
What? Whoa, what? I might be short, fat, and ugly, but the pay sucks? What the fuck? What does that even mean? What part of that means? If chat wants to let us know that, if somebody wants to break down the joke and analyze it,
I think the joke is that he works for hell, and because he works for hell, that makes him short, fat, and ugly because he can't go to Earth in his regular form, his demon form.
Right.
Because he can't go to Earth in his demon form, he has to be in the clown form.
Gotcha.
So it's like, I may be short, fat, and ugly, but at least the pay sucks.
Like saying like, but at least the pay's good, but instead he's saying it sucks.
but at least the pay
Gotcha. Man. Wow.
So
that's like 3 different turns into a joke that doesn't quite. Why don't we clean the palette with a little pew, pew, pew? This is some bad music. Because also crappy music, another favorite of mine to look up on the internet.
Oh, it's gonna be.
You're gonna love this. Now, I think she thinks she's like a hot pop star situation. Because she's sort of sexualizing herself here, but it's in a very weird baby state. And that's what kind of is so upsetting.
Because it's the farts.
Oh yeah, I guess those are fart sounds.
That's fart sounds, right?
And she has a tiny little purse the whole time, which is for some reason important to her, to hold a tiny purse and have a big floppy hat. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
And it's literally this just over and over again too. Oh, okay, there's new, okay. I don't know if I made it this far. I didn't know there were lyrics.
It's Russian, right?
I believe so, yeah. Or Schlorfian? That's mesmerizing.
It really is.
And she's like twerking and stuff, so it's like supposed to be sort of sexy.
Yeah, it is.
And it is,
It's definitely supposed to be sexy. It's got a sexiness about it.
I'd find a cup of tea and say, "Hey, lady, maybe a minute of your time." But I don't know. I mean, it's definitely. There's sort of there's something loose there.
Yeah. There's an odd.
Some bird noises now.
It's so bright.
Yes.
Very bright.
It's like the
Very
light
bright.
you see when you're dying.
This is what you see when you
It's what
die.
you see when you're
This is
dying.
this is actually it. We cracked the
You
code.
get pew pew pew. Yeah. Yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah.
So that one I've been curious about. That one kind of was a more recent find.
I would actually, Travis, could you look up and see if you, what was it, Augustus.tv, but with a V?
Say it again?
Augustus Finston.
I think it's.
Augustine.
So this is some other kind of horrifying music situation. Is this the same woman?
Yes. There's that butt again.
Okay. Yeah, that's her.
The same shirt.
That's fucking her.
It's the exact same shirt.
That's totally her. Yeah, she's really into her buttocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, this is more like a real song though, like than pew pew pew. Yeah.
It's somewhat more of a song. Just kind of saying the same word over and over and over again.
Maybe it's
While
kind
she's
of
working out. Was it like a?
Maybe it's kind of like there's something about the repetition that's sort of hypnotizing, and I feel like maybe kind of draws you out, sort of puts you into a new astral plane, sort of in consciousness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like pew 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 too. You know?
She looks like every fake Tinder profile come to life.
Yeah.
I think she filmed this video and the other one on the same day.
Really? Yeah, I mean, all the same costume stuff, same background, unless she's changed her house into some kind of nightmarish production suite, which people do. I mean, I see people all the time. I get really curious about like IRL Twitch streams because it's just people who've just kind of turned their real life into a full-on stream, which is laughable for me because I stream like
What
5
are
days a
IRL
week, but
Twitch streams?
IRL Twitch streams are just instead of playing a game, you're just like fucking off, like maybe you're like walking around the streets of Tokyo, or you're just like sitting at home like doing random bullshit.
You
know,
put a
essentially.
GoPro on your head and that's it?
Yeah, a lot of that, which is really fun because there's actually videos out there. I didn't pull any of these, but there's people doing IRL Twitch stream on the streets, and dudes just like jack their phone or beat the shit out of them. There's like a lot of those. There's like a bunch of those, and they're really fun to watch. They're kind of, it's kind of evil or whatever. Yeah. That's the thing. This is the hard thing I had to find for this thing. Is there a lot of like evil public freakouts that actually I think upset people, make them sad either because they involve people with like very like bad mental issues.
Those make me sad.
I tried to stay away from those. But I like watching like real fights happen and stuff like that. But I tried to kind of stay away from anything that would just sort of bring everything down. Yeah. You know what I mean? And a lot of this crappy music stuff, like obviously she's got issues. Let's do another one where it's definitely somebody who's kind of working on it. Please Don't Go. Please Don't Go, another person. I kind of love this kid though. I think he's got some real fucking chops, like doing something out there. You know what I mean? He's fascinating. He's got a ton of these videos, by the way. This is just one. And he keeps showing his nipple.
Actually, I think I might love this kid.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's got a bunch of videos like this. It's real fringe stuff, and I really dig it.
Yeah.
He kind of sounds like really early Bright Eyes.
Yeah. We're qualifying the shit out of it. And I like his voguing, like his kind of new wave voguing.
Yeah, and the fact that he stuffed like a bunch of shit in his mouth.
Yeah,
like
it's
that a
always
lot.
puffs his cheeks out, and he keeps going back to the nipple, and it's always, I think, the same nipple, which
always
is
the same
something
nipple.
Interesting about that. I don't know if it's like a good side, bad side kind of thing, like this is my good nipple, or if it's something symbolic about the left nipple. You know what I mean?
I got a feeling he puts a lot of thought into these.
Right? I think so too.
And I respect it.
And it seems like it's a green screen of an ocean behind him, obviously, but like, why? I feel like he could just go to an ocean and do this. But what are you gonna do? You know, you gotta get the tripod out there and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's mesmerizing. Dude, if you like this dude, what's his name, Travis?
Oh, shit.
Can we get his name? I'm sorry, did you like rip it or whatever? It's fine. Don't worry about it. I would just say the name is, Please Don't Go. So maybe look that up on YouTube. And he has a bunch of videos, and they're all kind of like that. And they're all really fascinating, just bizarre fringe music. It's kind of a good jam to it, too. I started singing along with it. Please hold me tight.
Ron Daniel.
Ron Daniel. That guy's got a lot of stuff out there, and I feel like we need to give him a go.
He's such a Ron.
Yes, what a Ronald. What a Ronald. Here's another one with somebody who probably has some sort of an issue going on. No Pay, No Play. Yeah. And I'm gonna have you jump. Oh, have you seen this already?
Maybe, I don't know.
Have we done this on stream before?
I don't think we've done this on stream.
And
but
if
this
you
may
could,
be one you just sent me.
If you could cut to, we'll start at normal, but then in a little while maybe cut to the 4-minute mark because it gets real amazing.
All right,
but let's establish it up top before we get to the really great stuff.
Maxer. It's like Andy Warhol.
Right? It's again.
Yeah.
Again, dude, pretty solid.
It's very solid.
Yeah. I guess he's like laying on a green stool.
Right? I think he's laying on a stool that, yeah, he's painted the legs.
Oh, I can kind of see
it. He's painted the legs green, but not very well.
No, or it's just a sheet draped over it, maybe too.
I think it's a sheet. I think it's a sheer sheet.
A sheer sheet. Can we skip to, maybe about 4, because he's not always flying. It gets really good. There's an amazing effect coming up, so brace yourself, okay? This is when it really kicks into overdrive. Dude, this rules.
So good.
Yeah. So good.
So good.
He's slipping off of it. His face is slipping off of it. You cannot get any better than this. This is the true ascension. I just want Jackie to walk in right now. I know it's probably not gonna happen. I just want her to walk in right now.
Stigmata in the chat says this video is making them drop out of film school because there's no point.
You can't beat an old man living alone in like a 1-bedroom apartment. Like there's no way you're gonna make anything original or brilliant like that. Do you know how many divorces? Well, let's hear in chat. How many divorces this guy had? I just want to hear a ballpark in chat. Just let us know in there. I want to know if you what
I'd say 2 in a current separation.
2 in a current sort of on and off again. Bowling alley waitress.
The paperwork has not been filed, but it's been sitting on his breakfast nook for a year.
I really like, cause I'm like kind of a screamy singer. I really admire people that just do that like low wavering. No way. No hey. It's very, very good. So we'll get off the music for a second. How about, let's do some police stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do some police stuff. Some non-triggering, non-political police stuff. Yes, calm down, Chad. Calm down, Chad. This is great.
Dumbass Sergeant fucking Cooper thought he smelled weed on me, so he brought the fucking goon squad to search my fucking boat. Like a bunch of moron fucking dumb fucks that aren't gonna fucking find anything because I don't even have anything. Fucking idiots. All 3 of you are fucking morons.
I love that because this is a man screaming at those police officers. Here's another one though. There's another. Oh well, okay, yeah. Can you do the domestic dispute?
Can we be friends?
Yes. It's cops showing up with a little song to try to bring everyone together.
We've got a number of we have divorce numbers.
Okay, please.
Chat. We got 69 from Syrup Sigmata.
Of course.
Toad Boy the Supreme says 4. Gavalanche says 2. Dr. Ham says 7. Ernie Permer, appropriate enough, says 11.
Shout out to Ernie Permer. He's on my stream all the time.
And then Tim the Big Daddy says at least 50.
Okay.
Nice.
No 420s, but that's fine. I guess the 69 will make up for
numbers
it.
are funny sometimes.
Friday night, take a picture. Cause that's when it happened.
I'm not taking pictures. I haven't taken
Bullshit,
pictures.
you're a fucking liar.
Prove it. You can't prove it.
Give me your Facebook. I'll give you mine.
Nope.
No, that's right. 'Cause you don't want me to prove it.
No.
You know them bitches are listening. That's
No.
why you don't want it.
No, because I don't want you. I don't want your Facebook.
That is the cops.
Oh, that's the cop.
Pulling up. Dude, rules, man. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You gotta love it. So anyways, that is my why can't we be friends moment with the cops. I feel like we're gonna go back and forth, you know, man, screaming at the cops coming back at the people. It's always gonna be a tug of war, and what are you gonna do about it, you know? Hide in your home, be scared, be afraid, be ready. You know what I mean?
Out, face it.
Mm-hmm. Or not, or don't, or never face the day. You know what I'm saying?
Stay inside all the time.
Everyone in chat, yay cops or no cops? What are your opinions on them? What are your opinions on them?
I leave the house once every 2 or 3 days now. I
Really?
think you're the same.
I'm
right?
about the same. I kind of got to a point where I never wanted to leave anymore. I've got this whole big, beautiful city outside for me to explore, and I'm bored with it.
Yeah, one
I'm
of the greatest
done.
cities in the world.
So done. So over it. It's just like, oh, a building. Oh, a tree. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever with it. I've been to the top of a tall building. I've been underneath the ground here. I've been punched in the face by a guy coming out the subway train.
That's right. You did get punched.
Yes.
What was that?
I was.
I can always hear the story
It's
again.
always a good one. I was in There's a man with a cane, and I somehow managed to knock it away from him. It was rush hour, and people who don't live in New York or don't deal with the subway very often, when it's rush hour, it's kind of back-to-back traffic coming up out of the train, coming up off the steps of the train. It's very narrow. Everyone's cramped. Everyone's a little kind of bumping into each other and stuff. Well, the guy in front of me, I don't know. Looking back, I know I was in a rush. I know I was in my zone. I had my headphones on. I was coming out the train, maybe just a little too rough behind him. I guess I bumped him or something. I come out and I'm like, don't even see it, and a fist just flies in from my side and just goes boom. Boom! And just, I went down. Yeah, and socked me twice. And this is my problem. I think this is the problem with a lot of human beings in today's world, today's America, is my response was not to fight, and it was not to flight. It was to form myself into the fetal position on the floor and wait for the man to stop hurting me. Now, at the end of the day, this was a man wielding a cane because he had a broken foot. So all I had to do was maybe take 5 steps away from the man, and he would never have been able to reach me or touch me again.
Yeah.
But instead, I allowed myself to be put into a situation where he could have beaten the life from me. Luckily, some people kind of broke it up, and a guy picked me up. Everyone was kind of, I think, so embarrassed for me that nobody was wanting me to necessarily get any police involvement or anything. Everyone's just kind of like, are we done here? Are we done here? But yeah, that was a brutal situation. I've been shot at. I've been punched.
Is asking if you guys have been in squabbles with the police.
Because
the chat is actually 50-50 on cops, weirdly. They're split on the cop thing.
I would say, did I get into a squabble with the cops? One time, I ran from the cops one time. That was super fun. We had a big kind of field out front of this neighborhood. I went to my friend's house, and we were all being bad kids for the weekend. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like when I used to, the worst thing I ever used to do as a kid was we'd get a big old carton of eggs, and my buddy had a sunroof, and we drive down the roads at high speeds and pop out of the sunroof and throw eggs at passing cars and try to hit their windshield, which we do several times, and about 50% of the time it would bait them into a high-speed car chase with us. We were really bored in my hometown, but this is a different time. We got together and we were got a bunch of toilet paper, we're gonna roll the neighborhood, right? So we're in the middle of writing "fuck you" on this neighborhood entrance's front lawn when we're like, oh shit, and we run and we get behind behind this little kind of stack of whatever. We're like hiding behind some ferns or whatever, and they pull the spotlight out. And the spotlight kind of comes across, you know. I never experienced anything like this, and I'm freaking out. Like, we're all preppy shit. I'm not gonna lie here. I'm not gonna say I was some badass when I was a kid, all right? I was a preppy little
thought you were a
worm.
badass
Everybody
when you were
thought I was super cool. Everybody's like, what is that, Long John Silver? Is that a regular old John Bon Jovi? No, I was not a John Bon Jovi. I was a very lame little wormy little worm boy. And so the spotlight's coming, oh shit! And we ended up jumping fences and run this high run chase through these houses and stuff, and we ended up getting away. And I remember like we just went back to the place. We were super freaked out, and the cops came around the next day, but we had like a cool mom situation. The mom totally protected us and had our back. I have another one, but you go. Do you have anything? You have stuff.
I didn't. I've never been in a personal squabble with the police, as far as I can remember. One time, I did have to keep a cop from kicking the ass of my idiot friend who flicked a cigarette at his chest. When the cop was breaking up a party in college, my friend thought he'd be real fucking clever and flick a cigarette at the cop's chest, so I had to keep the cop from beating my friend to death.
So this is actually a great segue. Wait, is there anything more on that? Because that sounds amazing.
No. Just
No
had to
funny
keep
words were uttered.
Just had to keep the cop, cop just screaming and just having to keep him occupied while my friend ran away.
I had a similar experience where I got clever. We were at the beach for a week with my buddy Ben. You know Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Other Ben, not the, yeah, obviously
We know
not.
a lot of Bens.
We know a lot of Ben. There's a lot of Bens in the world. Yeah. If you're a parent, don't name your kid Ben. There's like a million of them. Anyways.
We've got like 3 involved with this show alone.
Yeah, exactly. Please. And they're all, and every time I hear the word Ben, I just get in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Just based off the name, not based on anything else. There's a bad kind of way to start. So anyways, we're at the beach for a week, underage, with the parents at this beach house or whatever, right? In North Carolina. And it's a tiny little beach community with like a boardwalk and stuff. And my buddy and I have a fake ID, which is literally my older brother's ID. And you know my older brother, I look nothing like him. No, it's his old expired ID. I've been using it to buy cigarettes, right? So anyways, we find this super cool guy, looking back on it, it's just like, what kind of a loser is sitting by the pier buying kids beer? But anyways, we get this guy to buy us like an 18-pack of beer, like every night or whatever. We're having a good time and then we're getting so drunk on the beach that we ended up just under the bright lights of the pier. We're just standing there by like the pier bar, whatever, just drinking beers, handing them out to people, just getting real full of ourselves. Enter undercover cop, and he's like, all right guys, I'm a cop, like where are your IDs? And then I'm so clever, I hand him the fake expired ID that is clearly not my ID, just putting insult to injury. He ends up driving us home. I have a million of these, by the way. He ends up driving us home and not waking my parents up, drops us off, and is like, he just like gives us the number or whatever of the police department. He's just like, I know where you live now. Just have your parents call me tomorrow morning. Probably just don't want to wake them up or whatever. And so I ended up calling him the next day and pleading with them to drop it, and he ends up dropping it. But yeah, that was my crazy run-in with the police. But yeah, and then my other one was when I was shot at Blockbuster.
So lead with this one. Not your fake ID story. Lead with the gunshots.
When I was shot at Blockbuster when I was working there, which was actually less upsetting than the time I rented a softcore porn from there as an employee, because I had to rent it from my manager, Kat, who's a lady who it was just very awkward. Anyways, the cops lost the tape of the guy, so that definitely put a bad taste in my mouth for the old police department. But at the same time, some good things, some bad things. You gotta weigh the odds.
Would love to see the tape of you getting shot at.
It's literally just like, it's a weird thing that happens to you, and you probably know about this. Maybe, I'm sure you've talked about this on last podcast before, but like you just go into a state where I did not think the gun was real.
Yeah, everyone reacts differently when it comes to the gunshots. Yeah, I guess all 3 of us have been either shot at or been shot around some sort of crime. Some of us recently, Travis got shot at like a month ago.
Good Lord.
Marmot Hands in the chat says, I'm surprised Holden's only been shot at once.
Punched once, shot at once, right?
You've only been punched once.
Yeah.
And that guy didn't even know you.
Yeah, I think I've only been punched once. I don't know, the memory goes each time you've been punched. So like, I don't even know, maybe I blocked it out or something. That's why I wanted to get into boxing. I want to be able to take punches and not curl up in a ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a skill.
It's a definite skill.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be pretty good at it. I've got a big, thick, dumb head. Everybody said that since I was born. My uncles all said that. My grandfather said that. My grandfather was a Golden Gloves champion, by the way. Yeah.
Just every time I learn more about your family.
Yeah, they called him Kenny the Log. I don't know what they called him. That's not his name, so definitely they didn't call that. All right, let's see this baby puppet scaring the shit out of a couple of ladies. Now, what they're doing is they're filming some kind of probably like student film or something when these ladies happen upon it. I just don't understand. There's clearly a man puppeteering the baby.
There's clearly a boy in cargo shorts.
That's fun now.
Yeah.
She's still screaming. How about this for a segue? We've been in high school bands before.
Yeah,
I was in a high school band. I was in a high school band called Varanus. And then we changed our name to Lemon of Troy, which is the name of the Simpsons episode in which they steal the lemon tree from Shelbyville. I thought we were pretty good. You know, and looking back, it was like we were definitely doing the whole like, we really like the Chili Peppers. I'll just put it at that, which is a little, you know, rough a little bit. And I was like, I needed, you know, I remember one point my guitarist sat me down, was like, I think you need to take voice lessons. And I was just like, what? And then, you know,
Did
and
you
it bummed
always
me out.
insist on wearing a tuxedo every?
So I wore a bow tie. Okay, so yeah, all my friends just wearing like cargo shorts and whatever, and just like, you know, loose fitting shirts. 1999, maybe some flannel in there, you know, good mix it up. I would show up every time in khaki pants, a blue sport jacket, and a bow tie, like a brown bow tie. And because I was just like, it's great, it's like my thing, you know? And at one point, all the guys afterwards were like, we want you to start just dressing normal. You don't need to wear the bow tie. I was like, but that's like what my thing, man. That's like what makes me. But at the same time, it is like everyone was, oh, we need to be cool. Oh, we gotta be cool. We gotta get chicks. You know what I'm saying? I did not kiss a woman until 19 years of age. I was in college. I was a sophomore.
Really?
Julie, thank you. You broke the seal. It must have been the worst kiss ever because she promptly stopped seeing me the day after. It must have been such an awkward kiss. Have you done that on stream?
What, kiss someone?
Like, no. I was just thinking.
I mean, have I ever made out with Ben on the stream?
Do you want to like spice it up in a way? Like the guys are gone, and the boys are back in town. What was I gonna say though? But shown videos of like horrible, like kind of virgin kisses and stuff at like weddings. That's another fun sort of subcategory.
I've seen those, yeah.
Or like guys with Russian brides kissing the bride in the wedding ceremony. There's a lot of those. And they're really great.
I spent a fair amount of time watching those Russian Mail Order Bride TV shows. Have you watched those?
A little bit.
I think you'd like them a lot.
Yeah, I do. I've definitely seen some. And they are fun. It's hard because, again, we talk about towing the line between fun, funny, and horribly depressing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's hard to find entertainment these days that get you and grab you. You know what I mean?
Well, it's got to be that, like, because I think what it has to be is that both of them have to be terrible.
Yes.
And if they're both terrible, then that's what's fun. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
So what was your band?
My band in high school was just me and my buddy Wes.
Okay.
Our name was Blurred Vision.
Yeah.
Fucker.
That's cool.
Because we were like fucking like drinking and smoking pot all the time.
Blurred Vision.
Yeah. And then when we got to college, we started a band called Hugs a Bunch Pedophile.
See, that's a harder sell. That's harder.
Once we got to college, we took a real hard turn because we were free finally. But then we changed the name of the band to Hugs a Bunch Freeloader. And that turned out that was better. That was a little better.
It's kind of like us when we got into college. We were called "fuck white people," and then we changed. We sort of softened it up. We just said "heck white people."
Hey.
You know, which kind of smoothed the dab a little bit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So this is. I bring this up because I have a video here. "Sweet Child of Mine." "Sweet Child of Mine" is the video here. And I think you're going to quite enjoy it. This is a high school band. This is another great subcategory of the internet. High school bands at like talent shows.
I do love those.
You've probably seen this one, but here's a good one. Here's a good blast from the past. Okay, got to get this too. This like they really took some time. They added some credits. Bruno Bagata. Oh, Hispanic, I see.
Someone's got to turn the camera on.
It's the drummer. It's always the drummer.
Of course it's the fucking drummer.
And you were always the drummer, right?
I was bass in high school.
Cool.
In high school. And I play guitar about as good as this guy does.
Yeah.
In his defense, that is a difficult bass line. It starts off that song. Because I did learn that bass line as well.
Okay. They were playing 3 different songs. And that is... you know, here's another one for chat. Band names. High school band names.
Yeah.
High school band names in the chat, please.
I'll give you mine, actually.
Please.
Beautiful Baby Giraffes.
I kind of like that. BBG.
BBG's pretty good.
Yeah.
What did you play?
Guitar. And in fact, we were playing a festival for the military base I lived on, and they stopped the show because a child went missing. And I didn't hear the announcement, so I was doing a solo over the child's missing announcement. And the dad ripped me off stage and started punching me.
Wow.
God damn,
Wait,
man.
so that's your punch in the face. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, that's not the only time he's
That's not the only time, though. Wait,
No.
yeah.
I was born under punches.
Yes.
For sure.
But you brought up that Spawn clip.
Yes,
I saw that you
please.
just brought that up. I would like for us all to watch this and hope and pray that the Jamie Foxx version is even at least a tiny bit as good as this one.
Yeah, I hope it's far worse.
Spawn goes to hell. Well, Al Simmons goes to hell.
All right, I'm just gonna start listing off some band names here. Prime Rib, Acacia, The Awesomes.
The Awesomes is good. Prime Rib's good too.
Yeah.
The Hey Misters.
These are all bad. These are made up. You guys are making them up.
The Skeletons in Your Closet.
Okay. It's kind of like Giraffes, a little too long. You're just skipping by so many obscene, horrible ones that you cannot say aloud, probably.
Yeah.
Just the best CGI around.
Right. And this is Violator, right?
That's Violator, yeah.
CGI, brand new. You know, so there's also that. I mean, you got to applaud them.
Mm-hmm. They did the best they could.
They really did. I mean, again, dude, my friend and I legit were like, loved it and were surprised at how much we enjoyed it. We really thoroughly, actually, truly enjoyed this movie.
Well, I was such a gigantic Spawn fan.
Sure.
I just fucking loved it so much.
By the way, me too. I mean,
Obsessed
Marcus and I have this in common. We both collected Spawn. I mean, I had Spawn. I think I have Spawn 1 through like 60 or something.
Yeah, me too. Oh man, this weekend I opened up. I've had an issue of Wizard magazine that's been sealed up since 1994.
Nice.
That I, for some reason, have been carrying around with me, and I finally opened it up this weekend.
Nice.
It is atrocious.
Yeah. Wizard. I mean, yeah. I mean, most of it's just all the comic book lists. I mean, I pretty much just got it to see how much my comic books were worth back then, because that's how silly it was to collect comic books that you really thought you were going to make $1,000 overnight or something, because you got some weird foil version of a thing.
And that's the funny thing is that you read it now and reading between the lines, it's just a bunch of nerds laughing at kids like us and making like veiled jokes about how you're all wasting your money.
Yeah. And it's interesting, and then people are like really into Bitcoin. You know, and it just keeps going. You know, one of my favorites, this kid, I think this is on YouTube. It's like a short documentary that this guy made about his dad, like 10 years, 20 years after Beanie Babies were a thing. And it's his dad with just tubs, and he spent all the family's money on these Beanie Babies. And it's this amazing documentary that's it's just like him like pulling these Beanie Baby boxes out and just be like, this one's the bears, I got the red one, and it's fascinating, man. And I highly recommend everyone to look it up. I don't know, is that it? It's really great stuff. It's very tragic, but again, it's just like guys with the Bitcoins, with everything.
Have you seen that picture of the,
Yeah, did I really do that? But it was fun. It was exciting because at least 3 of you, and then it was 2 of you, and then it was 1 of you, and then it was none of you really were excited anymore. And I'm doing it for a college
boxes and boxes,
which so far has never taken place.
Oh, those stores.
Because
thousands
of lost a lot of money.
Bankrupt by beanies.
Oh.
It is brutal.
Well, it started out innocently enough.
Here, we don't have to go.
Yeah.
Travis, could you look up the picture of the couple dividing their Beanie Babies in the divorce court?
Yes.
It's beautiful. Have you ever seen this?
No. No, I was looking at my list of videos for it processed a little late. That's incredible.
Yep.
Hold on.
The judge made them do it in divorce court.
Oh my God. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And they're crouched down. I mean, I feel like if I was in this situation, I'd be like, just take them. Just take them. Because I'm not going to sit here and play with little toy animals in front of the judge, in front of I don't know who's there.
Yeah.
That is insane.
I have a storage container in Kansas.
A Beanie Baby. You got into it?
Yeah.
You really legitimately.
My brother and I were gonna like resell all these Beanie Babies and also Star Wars original action figures and stuff.
I feel like that. Yeah, maybe the Star Wars thing makes more sense. For some reason, the Beanie Baby thing was a clear and obvious.
Well, our grandparents were like, oh, those are gonna be worth millions of dollars
right.
one
Yeah,
day
of
or
course.
something,
See,
and then they died.
The only things that are, just get this in your head, people. The only things that are going to be worth $1 million years from now are anything that no one thinks are going to be worth $1 million years from now.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. So maybe save those things. But the moment everyone's like, these things are going to be worth, you gotta get into it, man. You gotta start mining Bitcoin, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. 2 things that make something valuable is scarcity and demand.
Yeah, definitely watch Bankrupt by Beanies. It's phenomenal. It's sad. It's hilarious. It's everything you want a documentary to be. And what else do we have here?
Let's watch some music.
Yeah,
we
okay.
got any more music?
Oh,
How
yes.
about some rap?
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Is this God is doing the new thing, or which one is this?
Modesty rap.
Modesty Club rap. Yes, let's do that. So glad I didn't have YouTube when I was a little kid.
Hey, my name is Hunter, and my sister started this club, and it didn't come from her, it came from heaven above.
The record stopped, dude. So happy I didn't have YouTube. Like, I would have put stuff up like this.
I have to close my eyes, because you know what I would see.
What?
Please respect this.
It's chopped and screwed.
Take a stand, because it's getting out of control, and it's getting out of hand. Don't let Hollywood dictate how we dress. Let's take it back, because it's a giant mess.
It's just...
It's got a charm to it.
Respect yourself through modest dress. We have a choice amongst us to take a stand and get on the bus. So if you think we're alone in our cause, look around.
Yeah, everyone likes nudity and
Now we got members in all 50 states, Poland, Australia.
So he's doing the blue shit on the blue shirt on the blue screen.
It starts in our home and it starts in our house. Not with Disney Channel or Mickey Mouse. Have some respect for the way you dress. Be creative.
It's all
and
over the
elevate
place
your
tonally.
dress.
It's so completely insane. And then Dress for Success being the hook, I guess you would call it. It doesn't. For some reason, it just doesn't sell it to me. So anyways, that's the modesty rap.
So there's modestyclub.com as well.
Yes, which I didn't actually check out. I don't know why I wouldn't have done that. modestyclub.com. And is it defunct? No, it's still going on. So this is all just about needing to wear more clothes, huh? What about when it's on? I mean, as you can see, I'm visibly sweating. I mean, I have a sort of sweat issue. Do I need to be more modest or wear longer sleeves and sort of, you know, die of some sort of a dehydration scenario?
But to the highest quality of self-esteem. Hey, there he is!
Yeah, he's there. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, Marcus, would you like to see a bunch of vegans try to stop a truck?
Always.
Absolutely. Why don't we get that one going right now? This is so fun. And again, another fun one. And it's harder to kind of do for this show, but this is, I think, one that works. But Protestors sort of trying to kumbaya a moment and just getting the whole thing ripped apart. This is really fun. And my favorite part is the outrage when, like, people get hurt trying to stand in front of an 18-wheeler.
Slaughtered here for no more than the taste buds of humankind, of humans. Here we have the truck approaching, where approximately 300 animals are stacked into this truck. We're gonna stop this truck so we can bear witness.
Now, yeah. So there you go. You're just gonna be able to grab the side of it, right there. It's just honking. It can't stop, guys. It can't stop, dudes. It's a giant truck. And then I can't believe it. Don't worry, they're alive. They're fine. They're over. Yeah, they're. When people just do something so idiotic and then they're just like blown away that they. Run over.
They're so sad it didn't work out.
Lunatic. Want to stop? These drivers have no fucking respect for life, no respect for human life, no respect for animal life.
All right, it's good. Yeah, we're good. That's pretty much it. So that's a lot of fun. Maybe getting a little political out there. I hope chat's not blowing up right now. People say, oh, they're talking about police. Oh, they're talking about vegans. Where do we fall? Where do we lie? Say yay vegan, nay vegan in chat right now. If you believe in vegans, if you don't believe in vegans, you know, all that good stuff. I don't really, you know, at the end of the day, live your life. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to stop my truck.
I guess chat's 25% vegan.
Really?
20%.
I wish we could do a poll. I would love to know actually what the percentage of last podcast last stream viewers think are actually vegan or not. I mean, I think there's a lot of meat eaters in the crew. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm gonna definitely say that. Some people are on this all meat diet lately. You heard about this? They're eating nothing but.
There's this all meat diet going on. Have you heard about this thing?
Have you heard about this? Different diets out there. I'm looking into them. I'm sort of feeling like I'm becoming a sort of a slime man, but in a different way. I know I've always been that way, you know what I'm saying? But it's sort of divulging more and more. Here's another kind of subcategory in Reddit or whatever. It's cringe. And I only picked a couple of cringe things, but here's a good fun one. This is Marilyn Manson by Mike Deche. This is an opener for a very controversial speaker that we all know and probably most of you don't like, Milo Yiannopoulos. This is the opening rap artist that they got at this talk that Milo Yiannopoulos is doing, okay? And it's just so off, just so makes no sense. So anyways, let's check this one out.
But I want you guys to make some noise for Mike DC right now. Get him out.
Thank you guys.
Let's
just
go.
at a college, and just watch the audience. No one knows what to do with it.
Count all these racks up in my mansion. All these butt naked bitches dancing. Beat the pussy up and need a bandit. I fuck hoes like I'm Marilyn Manson. Bitch worship me like Charles Manson.
Oh, God.
She wanna fuck better bring them bands in. Don't give a fuck about no goddamn bitch. Unless she sucks on this goddamn dick.
This is awful.
Dude, that's the best part though. He goes, suck my damn dick, my penis. Look at everybody in the audience. No one knows what to do right now. Everyone is having such a hard time right now.
Oh, shut the fuck up. All these butt naked bitches dancing. Keep the pussy up and need a
All right, I'm getting upset.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm getting
it's so great.
Yeah.
It's so just raw. It's at a college. What were they thinking?
God.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
We have actually been plowing through these. I do have a few left, but man, I thought I sent y'all too much.
No.
This
Well,
is fantastic.
yeah, I mean, I guess.
We're getting near the end here.
I guess Jackie.
I think Jackie became like an Uber driver halfway through this.
Yeah.
Poor I really want her to show up for the final minute.
I
just
know.
want it so bad. All right, I'm here. See you later, everybody. Unfortunately, I don't even know if she'll be able to do that. God, I hope it. Hopefully, everybody pray the same wish and prayer that Jackie will show up for literally the final half a minute.
Well, I mean, she's got, what, 3 minutes left?
She has 3 minutes left. Man, she's going to be so happy when she gets to the studio space and it's over.
Yeah.
And she spent, what, 2 hours in traffic?
2 hours in
Probably.
traffic.
There she is! Yes! Yes! This is the greatest! She's so pissed off! She's so angry!
She's so mad! Look at how
Is she
mad
on the screen? Are they seeing her?
Yeah.
You know what he did? You know what it was? You know, the entire 2 hours I was in the fucking car, he listened to Aerosmith's greatest hits.
There's a lot of good hits. I've been listening to Aerosmith lately, actually. I'm trying to get into the old stuff from the 70s. Did they play Crazy?
Yeah. You know what? I needed to miss just one thing. I just wanted to miss one thing, Aerosmith. I was so mad. I listened to Walk This Way 3 fucking times in the last 2 hours. I'm fine with Steven Tyler. I'm fine with Aerosmith.
Doesn't sound like you're fine with Steven Tyler.
I'm gonna. That's what I want to do.
God is real! God is real, you atheist!
I did it!
Explain this moment to me if God is not real. Explain this moment to me. This is the greatest.
So mad. And also I learned that you guys have been looking at tiny butts. Y'all are listening to like tiny butts without me?
Oh, my Lord. So what's going on in the world of Jack?
What's happening, Jackie?
What's happening, Jax?
We have 1 minute.
Yes! You know what? Maybe I should have gone to Italy.
Yeah, maybe you should have gone to Italy.
Is it it? I gotta go back in the car. I've got piss up to my eyeballs, and I'm just so angry. I don't even want to piss. I don't want to unclamp my vagina. This squirty bird is staying closed for the rest of the day. I'm not putting anything in it.
All right.
Travis's chat exploding right now.
I'm so mad.
Everyone is believing in God and joining the Modesty Club.
Jackie, it's been wonderful having you, but I think we have to go.
We have to go.
We gotta wrap it up.
Unfortunately,
We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Yep.
Got to see what your brother and our friend is.
Let's put him. Is he up on the screen?
This is
There
what,
you go. There's Henry in beautiful Italy. Jackie, take a look. Get a gander there. Jackie's gone. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. If I could pay that Uber driver $100, I would give that Uber driver money.
Fucking questions. Is this it? Or we did it? We did it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah! Everybody have a great Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I don't even know. I'm that angry.